This is one of the Lanyap lessons, and what these are going to be are little short abbreviated lessons where I talk about things I don't talk about in the typical 30-minute, 25 to 30-minute lessons that I do on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This is where you find sounds. This is how you figure out other certain things. And today, what I really wanted to talk about was where to find sounds. This is how you can get away with sampling and not have to worry about getting sued. So we're going to talk about 3 sites where you can find sounds that are free, and then 2 sites where you're going to have to pay to download things, but it's worth it. You can audition it, you can listen to it before you pay, so you're not downloading anything or paying or buying anything blind. You can still test it out and listen to it. Okay, so I'm going to try to go through this pretty quickly, because we can spend hours on these sites, and I often spend hours during my week trying to find stuff on these sites to use in my lessons and use in my own production. So one of the sites that I really like using is this site called Looperman, and Looperman is great because it is a free sample and sound source where you can find really whatever you're looking for. So let's say there's an artist you like NBA Youngboy, or you like Drake, or you like Taylor Swift. Even you can find melody loops here, you can find drum loops here, you can find basses, any sound that you can think of, you can type in and find it. And there'll be people who are trying to get you to use their melodies in your production, because they may be great at producing melodies, but they're not necessarily great at bringing it all together, and that might be your forte. So you might be able to meet someone on here who can help compose melodies for you, and then you guys can get together, y'all can get together and create something great. So this one is a piano loop, and it includes the key, it loops automatically, so you can listen to it as a loop, includes the BPM. And it tells you, so you can blend together different things. You can then go and find an 808. You can go find some drums. You can just type in trap drums or trap hi-hats if you're looking for hi-hat loops or percussive loops, right? The next site I like to use is reddit.com drum kits. And in reddit.com drum kits, there's one caveat and one issue. Reddit.com is, you have the ability to find drum kits that are free. Okay, sometimes people upload drum kits that they do not have authority to upload, that it's they may have paid for it and uploaded it for people to share. If you use those drum sounds and you didn't pay for them, or you don't license them, or you don't make sure that you go through the proper channels to do everything, what will end up happening is you can get sued, or there will be legal ramifications. And honestly, one of those things is, I don't want to get sued. I don't have to deal with the court battles. I don't want to deal with court fees or anything like that. So I like to find stuff that is royalty free, or if I'm going for a specific sound and I really want something that another producer has used, I will do my best to sound design and create it myself, so that way I can't get in trouble. I'm like, okay, I can make this myself. And there's plenty of ways for you to game the system. A lot of sounds are really easy to recreate. It's distortion with a lot of these 808s are just different types of distortions, different types of filters on them, and you can get that sound that you're looking for. And we'll go into that in other Lanyaps. We're going to do our best to find sounds that we can use, and just make sure that we can create something that works for us. Finally, for the free ones, we have archive.org, and this is a online library of free books, movies, software, music, websites. And what you can do is you can find videos on here that you can sample, music on here that's sample. It's royalty free. Well, it's not royalty free, it's just non-profit, it's free, but you still have to put in your copyright to make sure that there's not an issue that comes later from you using the sound. So you can type in stuff. I like to use a lot of Japanese like TV shows, so I just would type in Japanese 3 hour like TV, 3 hour, let's say 3 hours, something like that, and what will come up? So nothing comes up from the criteria, so let's just type this in, Japanese TV. Okay, so then what I can do is I can sort by relevance, media type, collection, the creator, if it's in Japanese. I can download certain things, so then I have the ability to use this stuff in my production. And you can find tons of great, you know, sample sources from here. You can find music, you can find everything that you could want to use in production. Okay, so let's talk about the two paid sources. We have Tracklib and we have Splice. Tracklib is a online record store that allows you to peruse their catalog, and then you have the ability to buy their songs. What you can do after that is you can use a song and use the original sample. You don't have to use like the way they market themselves is to say the original music, not loops or sample packs. You know, they'll tell you when you can find it. They'll tell you the you know, it, all the tracks are $1.99. It's uncompressed 16-bit WAV file, so it sounds great. And there's no surprises. You know, you have the ability to sample something, and then they will tell you how much of the record it is. Like, look at this, right? So here is the revenue share, right? If you use 60 seconds of a category C sample, and 99% of their samples category C, 60 seconds, you only have to give up. You can license it for $50, and you only have to give 20% of the revenue share to the artist that you sampled, regardless of what it is, how much of, you know, if you use 60 seconds like this, you never use 60 seconds of continuous music, right? You never use 60 seconds. All you have to do is you know, look at this. It tells you you can loop 5 seconds for 10 minutes, and it's only 5 seconds of sample time, right? So you can, you know, if you sample, make a loop, and you do like 15 seconds, so like you use one bar and it's like 5 seconds from here, use another bar. If you chop that up and use little bits and pieces, you get it under 2 seconds, it's only 2% of your record. You own 98% of the record and don't have to worry about it, and you can register it. That is incredibly powerful. It's great, it's easy. You can find stuff on here. They're updating it every single day. There's different types of genres. There's stuff on here that is amazing. They have Rhodes samples on here. They have pretty much anything that you can really think of. They also have this really neat function where you can go and find a song, and then you can loop up something. So like here, look, this includes the breaks. So let's play this right here, and then you can loop it. So you can test your loops out, see if there's loop points. See right here, loop. And I can just buy the song, right? Don't have to worry about it. Look. So I can put that into a beat. I can go buy this, put it into a beat, then I license it. pay $50, and I'm off to the races. I can sell that and not have to worry about it. I can put it in TV shows. I can do whatever I want with it and not have to worry about it. And that's, as a producer, is one of the most important things that you can do, is to have something where you own it and you can do whatever you want to do with it. Finally, I like to use Splice. Splice is a online community. I mainly got into Splice in 2016 and in 2015, beginning in 2016, because they back up your project files. So it's a great cloud service. There's I've made 6,000 beats since 2015, and so that's a little bit over 1,000 beats a year. And what ends up happening is it allows me to back up everything that I've done, and if my computer crashes, I can go back into it. I can go into my project. So like, let's say I go into this project, it will tell me what I used in my tracks. So look at this, it has everything I used in my tracks, and then I can download my Ableton project. How cool is that, right? This is not why I'm showing you this. The reason I'm showing you this is because Splice.com also has a sound element to it, where they sell drum packs, melody packs, and you can really find whatever you're looking for as far as melodies are concerned or drums are concerned. So let's say you're looking and you're trying to you're trying to create and you want to make certain types of hip-hop or certain types of R&B or a specific genre sound, and you cannot find the sound, you cannot compose it yourself. You have the ability to go on here and find sounds. So this is like a guitar, right? It tells you the key. You can find things that are similar that blend with it from different sound packs, so you can go and just download the sounds you need. You can buy credits. 100 credits are $7.99, 1,000 credits are $30. It's really not terrible for what they're offering. I use them consistently because I make a lot of different types of things. I mainly like to make dusty soul inspired boom bap, but I also make R&B and trap music and Afrobeat and all these other things. And I want to be able to have the latest sounds and sounds that I can use in all these different types of production. And I personally believe that if you're a young producer and you're looking to create, that you need to have everything at your disposal. I'm gonna make another Lagniappe where we discuss YouTube downloading, and we're gonna, I'm gonna take unfortunately we can't go to the record store, but I can explain, I'll explain how to go digging online, finding certain things, and then you can go and order the record. I'll also give you the ability to show you some other tips and tricks of things that I like to do. All right, this has been Mr. Charles, and this has been our Lagniappe lesson.